25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Friday morning. So I bought a GPS system. I love the GPS system, Rob. I love it. It speaks to me. It's got big, bright imagery on it. If it's not big enough, I just squeeze my fingers apart or whatever you call that thing, and it gets bigger. And the reason I got it, here's why I got it. I mean, it's, as long as I've been driving, I always had a Rand McNally Road Atlas in my car, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if you've ever used a Rand McNally Road Atlas, first of all, the print on the maps is kind of small, but it was never an issue for me. The back, the index, where you're looking up a city, like let's say you're trying to go to Ocala, Florida, and you never knew where it was, right?
Yeah.
So you look it up in the back, and there it is. But if you're in the car at night, they don't make dome lights as bright as they used to.
Right.
I just told you a lie. The dome lights are fine. It's my eyes that have changed. I have figured this out. It's not the dome light, because the young kids can still read the Rand McNally and I can't. It's so frustrating. So I got this GPS, and then of course, well, why don't you just get the right glasses? Maybe that would help. We have somebody who can help me out with this. Dr. Graeme MacKenzie is on the phone. He's an optometrist and the Director of Industry and Regulatory Affairs for AdLens, the world leader in adjustable focus eyewear. Gosh, I can't even wait to find out what that means. He's going to talk to us about an innovative achievement in engineering, as well as style and user-focused design. How and why vision changes as we get older. Yes, I know it does. Why it happens, I don't know. I had a call on my thing, one of those text messages thing last night. I chose not to put my glasses on. I had to get my glasses. I said, I can't squint hard enough and read this. Dr. Graeme MacKenzie, good morning, doctor.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Robin. That's a great introduction. I particularly love the bit about the lighting that you lied about.
Oh, yes. I know. I wanted to believe it. I wanted to believe that somehow they changed the brightness of the bulb in my car, but it wasn't true. So it's not just...
No, it's your eyes.
So where are you, first of all? Where are you calling from?
So I'm calling from Oxford in the United Kingdom.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a beautiful day, and really glad to be with you.
Wow, I can hear you really well. So knock on wood, my hearing's okay, but I can't see you at all. So, but let me ask you this. So what happens? We lose not only the ability to focus as easy, but we're not as light sensitive or something? Dark areas are, like when you drive at night, it seems like it's harder than it used to be.
That's right.
Just
That's
so
right.
you know, I'm 60. I'm 60 years old. That tells you a little bit. So.
Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way. Huh?
Yeah, I figure that has something to do with this conversation.
Well, actually, most of it is related to your eye's ability to focus, and when we're born, we all have a lens inside the eye, and that lens has the ability to change shape. And that's why you can see clearly in the distance, and without even thinking about it, you can change your focus and see clearly at near, or anywhere in between if you work on a computer screen.
Right.
But that lens slowly loses its ability to change shape, and round about the age of 40, 45, you can no longer shift focus the way you used to, and that means it's time for a pair of glasses.
Okay. And I have glasses, but it doesn't. I need better glasses. You know what I got? I got the $7 drugstore glasses.
and here's the key thing, Larry. Those glasses are great, but only at one distance. You really got to be careful about where you're viewing, because those glasses are designed to focus at one distance. Not at all like your eye used to. Your eye could just shift focus at any distance you like.
Do you know?
Those $7 glasses don't.
I have a problem that I want to tell you about that probably is just a man problem. I don't know if women experience this, but do you know when you're looking at a pretty lady and you're trying to figure out if you know her or not, because you can see that she's pretty, she's got a nice shape and everything looks nice, but you can't really make out her face? You find yourself staring at them longer than is appropriate. You know?
Yeah.
Does this happen for you?
Oh, all the time. It is not a problem that's unique to you.
People are talking about the progressive lenses, and they're talking about how they really do wonders. But according to a study that you guys have, that they're not all that they're cracked up to be.
Right. So this comes down to the options that are available to your listeners. Right now, if you're struggling to read and you're you're sort of approaching the age where it gets difficult to focus at near, you only have a few options. You can go and buy multiple pairs of glasses. So you end up with one pair for distance, one pair for near, one for in between. Or you can get a pair of bifocal lenses, and those are the lenses, they've got a line across them. And if you look below the line, you can see up close, and if you look above the line, you can see in the distance. Now, the third option is a progressive lens, or a no-line bifocal. And it's not a new lens. They've been around since the 1950s. And they're great because they look good. They do have a drawback, however. You can't use the entire lens to see at every distance. There are only certain portions of the lens that you can use to see clearly at near or far or in between. And if you've used these lenses, you'll know you have to lift your chin to see it near, and you have to move your head around to get the sweet spot on the lens. So that's a disadvantage to these lenses. And research done by GfK showed that of the 54 million people in the United States who wear these lenses, 6 in every 10 are not satisfied, and 2 in every 10 are actually looking for a brand new solution, something different.
Oh, wow.
Just can't get used to those lenses.
So do you have something to tell us about? That sounds like good news.
That was quite a setup, wasn't it?
Well, I know you're trying to sell eyeglasses, but I want to buy some. I really want to know the answer to this.
I do too.
That's good. Job done. Yeah, because AdLens has created the first new lens technology in over 50 years that's available for people to buy from their optometrists. And the technology is a variable power lens. We call it AdLens Focus. And how it works is there's a stylish pair of glasses, your prescription lens in it, and there's a small dial on the inside of the frame, which if you turn, it changes the power of the lens, the entire lens.
Oh, a dial. Okay.
To focus at any distance you like at the turn of a dial.
Really?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So what does it do? Does it actually let's see. Does it do to the lens and the eyeglasses the same as your eyes do when you're younger?
Absolutely. That's a great analogy, because the technology that's included in this lens was actually inspired by the way the eye works. There's a lens inside that is adjustable, and it changes shape.
Oh, wow.
In the glass in exactly the same way the eye does.
I just went to your website. I'm looking at it. So the little dial is even hidden. It's behind the frame.
That's correct. So if you're wearing the product, if you're wearing the AdLens product, people will look, and what they'll see is a fashion frame. They won't see the dial, but you'll know you've got access to that little dial hidden on the inside of the frame that allows you to change focus.
Will this
help?
Oh,
I like this. I'm looking at the video that illustrates it. Oh, that's nice.
Will this help with people that have macular degeneration?
All right, Robin, that's an excellent question. There are a number of eye conditions, of which macular degeneration is an example, that glasses cannot fix. Macular degeneration is an eye condition that needs to be treated medically, not with lenses. So to answer your question, no, this doesn't help or solve macular degeneration.
Oh, okay.
This is for people without the eye condition.
This is an idea. You know what this is? This is an idea that you say, how come nobody thought of this before? This is one of those ideas.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know, and actually, it's not a new idea. The first time this idea surfaced was in 1870 in Europe.
Wow.
Because it was a neat idea, but the problem was no one could manufacture it. The materials and the science didn't exist to manufacture it. And that's what we at AdLens really pride ourselves on. We're the first company in the world to have got the the solution to this, and we can manufacture.
All right, I'm at the website. The website is AdLens Focus with 2 S's on focus, adlensfocus.com. So there's kinetic, quantum, flux, and Vectra. Is that just the styles?
That's correct. So
that's the styles.
Different styles, different frame styles that you can choose from. Some for male, some female, some unisex. So there's quite a variety in color and shape.
I don't know anybody who's unisex. I keep hearing people talk about the unisex, and I haven't seen him or her. I don't know what to think. I think my grandmother, at some age, I shouldn't have said anything. I slapped myself for that one.
Will insurance cover part of this?
Yes, so this will be bundled under, so many insurance providers have a category that accounts for these lenses. And funnily enough, many no-line bifocals fall into that same category, so it'll be covered by that.
So can you share with us the secret? How does this work? Like with binoculars, when you turn the dial, you got the lens actually moving. How does this work? Is there more than one lens?
Well, actually, I mean, I'd have to kill you if I tell you. I can give you the principles. It's actually really simple. In principle, manufacturing it is difficult. But if you take a balloon and you filled it with water, you would have the balloon with a certain shape. And if you take that same balloon and you now squeeze it on the sides, you'll see that the curve of that balloon changes.
Okay.
And that's what we're doing. We have a lens inside a lens, and it's filled with a very safe fluid. It's an oil. And what we do is we press the side of that adjustable lens, and that causes the balloon, as it were, to change shape.
Oh, that's pretty smart. Does that oil ever, let's see, get thicker, or like does cold weather get it to go dark or something like that? Cloudy?
Not at all. It's extremely stable. It's very safe. It belongs to a family of oils that you can use to bake cakes with, if that makes sense.
Well, I'm not going to break open my eyeglasses to bake a cake.
You're one of the pioneers of this study, from children through adults. I mean, we have you to thank for the great strides that are being made in helping people keep their vision.
Well, thank you. Yes, I mean, there's a very large team that's working on this, and has been working on it for a number of years, because one of the first things you have to do when you launch a new technology is show that it's safe. And we've done so. So there have been lots of studies showing just how safe and easy to use this technology is.
I think you sold at least one pair, because I'm going to get some.
Yeah, me too.
And ladies, if you see me adjusting the focus, it's just I'm just trying to make sure I know who you are. That's all.
No more excuses. No more excuses for that lingering stare.
That's right, exactly.
Well, you have a great message, and you are a fun interview, so that makes it a win-win for us. So let's quickly mention the website again. It's adlensfocus.com, and there's 2 S's on the word focus, ADLENS focus.com, and that's probably it, right? Do we ask our doctors for this too, our eye doctors?
Yes, so at the moment we've just launched it in the U.S., so it's available in stores in New York and California, but we're rolling out quite quickly. So hop onto the site, there's a store locator there, and keep an eye on it, because it will be available in your area soon. Okay,
store locator. I have to find that on here. All right. Well, thank you, because I like getting things at the store. I like trying them on first. Eyeglasses is something you want to try on first, right? Yeah. Plus, I got a big head, so I got to have a frame that really wraps around my head. Doctor, thank you for being on the air with us. That was fun.
Thank you, Larry, and thank you, Robin. It was great speaking to you and your listeners.
All right. Let's take a little break, and we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, partly sunny skies. There'll be a thunderstorm in spots mainly this afternoon, the high 91 to 95. Partly cloudy tonight, low 70 to 74. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a thunderstorm around in the afternoon, high 91 to 95. And for Sunday, partly sunny with an afternoon thunderstorm likely, the high 92 to 96. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.